Hello, my gorgeous ones. This is Dr. V. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. I want you to know that you have just stumbled upon the best community of the most amazing people all over the world who are on a journey to love. Yes, we utilize terms like twin flames, soulmates, right? Immortal beloveds, divine masculine and divine feminine. But ultimately, these are all energies and labels for you to use as it works for you and to leave the rest. Because ultimately, the only thing that matters is the love that you feel in your heart for that special person in your life. So if you are here, that means that this reading has messages for you that you need to discover. So make sure that you stay with me until the end of the reading. And if it resonates with you, also make sure to subscribe and click on that bell sign so that you get notified every time I do a new reading, and that way you can really get in and participate in this really vibrant community that is so loving and supportive of one another. Today's reading, we're going to focus on blockages because I know that many of you are really struggling to either unite with a true commitment or even reunite with somebody that you truly love. And you're experiencing some issues where for some reason you might be in a runner or chaser kind of paradigm, which is really common, especially in twin flame connections, or you just may be experiencing obstacles, right? And so today we're going to go deep on, what those might be and what is really keeping your beloved, your divine masculine or your divine feminine from truly committing to this connection, and also what actions they may take towards this connection in the near future. Okay, so I'll be using a multitude of decks as well as the 3 decks that I created especially for all of you who are on this journey. So our first question for Spirit is, what is the divine masculine's current energy? What is the current energy of the divine masculine? Where is he in his life right now? Wow. All right. So this is really interesting. Now, what I'm seeing here for the masculine, first card that came up is the Magician's energy. And so what I'm seeing is that this is something that your masculine is aspiring to at this time. He wants transformation in his life. He feels that he has been literally inundated and overwhelmed by a lot of what has been going on, not only in his connection to you, feminine, but also in his overall life. And what I'm feeling is that there's just been a lot of noise. Okay, that's the energy that I'm really getting from the masculine collective right now that we are connecting to. Noise. Just a lot of really annoying noise that doesn't let him be with himself. It doesn't let him tap into his true internal powers, right? Because the Magician is a very powerful energy, but the only way to access the power of the Magician is to be in alignment with one's true self. And that is exactly the problem that the masculine is having right now. That's his block. There's just too much noise, too much activity activity, almost like too much to do on a to-do list, too many voices in his head, too many influences, even like too many other people's opinions, other people's needs that are beyond what he feels that he can reasonably handle. And so that is why I actually chose this particular deck for this reading, because I wanted to include this aspect of surrender in each question, because I feel like when we're talking about blocks and obstacles and things that we kind of create or resonate with in our lives that limit us, right? And we don't even do it intentionally, obviously, right? We wouldn't want to put blocks in our own way, but sometimes it's just, it's our own kind of like, I don't want to say, okay, the word that keeps coming up is like our internal dirt. You know, like the internal mud, the internal dirt, all that stuff that accumulates over long periods of time that we may not even know is there because much of it has become subconscious. But that really kind of adds up over time in creating these blocks that we really need to clear so that we can flow again, so that we can be in alignment again with our true self. And so the surrender cards are about clearing those blocks, right? So what is it that we need to surrender to clear those blocks so that we can flow freely again, so we can get movement again? Because look at this. Look how powerful this is coming up from the masculine. Look, he wants movement, Chariot, and look at this, distant thunder, clear the air. So that's why we are seeing here tremendous blocks, and we're even getting breathe. It's amazing. Look at how in alignment all of these cards are for your masculine. He definitely has so much noise, so much of that internal dirt going on, so many voices in his head that he literally needs to clear the air and breathe, okay? Because he just hasn't even had the time to do so. And so that's why this surrender to silence makes absolute sense. See, in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. And that's exactly what he needs. He needs to surrender all those voices, all the crappy stuff, all of the junk and the dirt that has been going on so that he can truly clear everything for himself. And it's then and only then will he be able to take charge, right? Because here we're getting two major arcana cards, so major spiritual lessons here for your masculine. In order to gain movement again, in order to get out of from that stuck in the mud energy and to really be the magician and the leader of his life again, he is going to need to surrender to the silence within so that he can start getting rid of all of that noise in his head and then get attuned into his own spirit, the messages that are coming through from his own soul. Because see, the problem is, look at the Seven of Swords. I'm feeling that the problem is that he has literally felt like he needs to steal this time, you know? This is like this thief's energy. It's like, oh my gosh, I have so much responsibility, so much noise, so much crap going on that is it really like, do I really have to just be a thief of my own energy? Like I have to steal away, I have to like, you know, slip away into the night so that I'm not seen by all of these demands, like, you know, so I can just like shut everything out. It's like he literally wants to steal away into the night so that he can have some peace and quiet, so that he can have some silence. Now, for some of you, maybe not for all of you, your masculine may be dealing with something that has to do with legal issues. Now, I'm feeling that some of them may be going through or gearing up for some sort of a divorce or the ending of a partnership. It could be both personal or business. And so that's another thing that has weighed heavily on him, right? It's something that is really taking up a lot of space in his head. And so that's another reason why he really needs to slow down. This is his block right now. He's not really able to think clearly. Okay, so for those of you who are in separation right now, and what I mean by the word separation is not that you have completely separated. It's more like maybe you have decided because of this, right? Being extremely busy, being extremely just like kind of pulled in many different directions. Maybe the amount of contact or communication between you has gone down, like you're taking some sort of a break because some things may have happened that left a bad taste in your mouth, or that, you know, really upset you. And so for those of you who are wondering, are you coming back together? Or is this kind of break going to elongate itself into something more permanent or not? So Spirit, can you tell us, does the masculine have regrets about some of this negative energy, some of this running and chasing, some of these miscommunications and, you know, lack of good contact, or, you know, lack of a good connection, where the connection and the quality has really gone down? Has the masculine been regretting that his connection with his feminine has gone down? Has the masculine been regretting that the quality of his connection with his feminine has gone down? Wow, yeah. Has the masculine been regretting that the quality of his connection with his feminine has suffered because of the things that have gone on here? Yeah, wow, look at this. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. So yes, absolutely. What I'm feeling here is that your masculine has definitely been distracted by a lot of unhealthy people in his life and unhealthy situations. And so it's almost like, instead of focusing on what is really good in his life, which is you and his connection with you, what he's been focusing on instead, or been distracted by, is other responsibilities and other people. So look at this. See, he does deeply regret, because look at this. There is a definite attachment, a deep longing for his feminine that is coming through right here. You are his Queen of Cups. You are his feminine. You are the holder of all of his emotions, his feelings for romance, right? His hopes and dreams for having a union with you that is so deeply satisfying to him at every possible level, right? He wants to feel this union. He feels that he has been deprived of it. See, this is why we know that he regrets this, because of this not for you card. Because there are times when it appears to him that no matter how deeply he desires you, feminine, no matter how hard he works at it, look at this. 8 of Pentacles, the card of working hard at something, the card of being so committed that you are working every single day to make something better. You are working every single day to create something that is so meaningful to you, something that you value so deeply, and yet it's still not for you. It's like, no matter how hard your masculine feels that he has worked at this, the result always seems to elude him, right? And what I mean by that is that something tends to always go wrong. And that is the frustration that he has. That is the regret that he has. And so that it's like, how can he break free from this pattern, right? He's so analytical, okay? The masculine that we're thinking about, the masculine that we're really connecting with, he is analytical, right? He is definitely somebody who is analytical and practical, and he wants to figure out where is he going wrong, or why is it that things are going wrong, no matter how good his intentions are, no matter how hard he works. Why is it always still some sort of a mystery, right? There's something in this connection that is mysterious to him. And see this death card coming in the reverse. What I feel about this is that death is all about transformation, right? And it's like he actually wants the transformation, which would be the death card in its upright form, but he's not getting it. So this is part of his block. What's really blocking his mind and his understanding is why. Like, why is this a mystery? Why is it that I love her so much? I want her so much. I want this connection so much. I want it dearly. And yet something always goes wrong. Why are we not able to get it together? Why are we not able to transform this into what we want it to be? And so it's like become this intriguing mystery for him. It's almost like sometimes he feels like the universe is against him. He's like, what is this? Okay, it's like Murphy's Law. Why does it always go wrong? It's like that which can go wrong will go wrong, and it always happens to him. So it's like he's in that frustrated, regretting obstacle energy. But what he's trying to do, feminine, is to keep his eye on the big picture, view from above. So he feels like even though things may have been a struggle for the two of you lately, that you can, I like this, that you can still have a meeting of the hands, a meeting of the hearts, that you can both come into agreement, that you're going to look at the bigger picture, that you're going to try to step aside and overlook some of the things that may have gone wrong because you don't want those things to block you. You don't want to focus on them because they'll only hold you back. They'll only hold that dirt in. Remember the dirt that we talked about that accumulates in your soul over time, right? It's that stuff that keeps you stuck in that muddy dirt, right? And so it's like he wants to be with you looking at it from a bigger, grander perspective. How can we put all of this into perspective and really just focus on our union, these hands, these two hands coming together, and really not sweat the stuff that happened in the past? Can we do that? How fascinating. I find this so incredible. Okay, so let's go ahead and pause here so I can give you your affirmation of the day, which today is all about love and all about, being in the energy of love so that you are always attracting good and positive things and love, not just from your masculine or feminine, but from all those that cross your path. So write in the comment box right now, or at the end of this reading, I am divine love. I am divine love. And make sure that you really hold yourself in the energy of beautiful love. Radiate the love that you have in your heart, because I'm sure that your heart is full of it. Radiate it to all those around you, everybody, even the people that you don't like, radiate it to animals, of course, because we love them. Radiate it to your coworkers, your siblings, your family, your friends, and like I said, even people who challenge you and who bug you, radiate it to them too and see what the difference is in their behavior, because it is truly transformational. Wow. Okay. So moving on with our reading. So then, Spirit, can you please tell us what is the divine feminine's current energy? Okay, where is she in terms of her blocks? Where is the divine feminine in her current energy? Interesting. is the divine feminine in her energy. Wow, look at this. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh. Just as we got the resistance card right here, right? The no, resistant, being negative. So what you need to do, feminine, is surrender your negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmation. So absolutely, I do believe that the feminines, many of you have been a little bit prone towards negativity and resistance lately. And you know what? If that is you, give yourself a break. You don't have to go so hard on yourself. It is a phase. It's a phase that we all go through. But the question is, and the challenge is, how quickly can you get yourself out of that? It's okay to wallow a little bit. You know, we all need that time, but try to get yourself out of it, because the thing is, you do become what your beliefs are. So if you have a lot of negative beliefs, if you have all of these triggers in your mind that make you think that, you know, things are not going to work out for you, right? Like you have some sort of a deep-seated belief that things never work out. They work out for other people, but not for you. You always have to struggle while others do not, right? There's a lot of that stuff, again, that junk, that mud, that dirt that we have within ourselves that really are those blocks that keep us from truly manifesting, attracting, and resonating with that which is best for us. And so 7 of Wands, ooh, feminine. I don't want to scold you, but this 7 of Wands is not good. Okay, you've been on guard. This is about like putting up walls and saying, no, stay out. I've made a very safe fort of walls around me, and I'm not letting anybody in. And I'm standing guard right here because I'm not going to get hurt again. I don't want to be vulnerable, which again makes sense. But then there are consequences to that, right? And so here we have a lot of Pentacles energy, very, very grounded energy right now. Feminine, you're very much grounded in reality. And I do believe that it's I feel like when you are very grounded in your reality, feminine, that's when you do become negative, because now it's like you're out of your heart, you're out of your like more that open-hearted energy. You're a little bit more into the practical, let me look at what my real world conditions are energy. And if those conditions don't suit you, or if they're not going your way, then that's when you tend to become more negative. So it makes sense to me that you came through in this Pentacles energy, right? So here you have this 3 and this Page. And so it's like you are definitely in a learning mode. This Page is very much a student of life. You are trying to learn how to manage this negativity in a better way. And what you may be doing right now is trying to put your focus towards really enjoying yourself at your work, feeling like you would love to work on a team that truly values you, where you can really contribute. You like working with other people. You like feeling their respect. You like feeling that they value you at work. And so it's even if like right now things aren't as great with your masculine, you are channeling that negativity or channeling that energy into your work so that you can make that very positive and feel very gratified from that. And there's nothing wrong with that. And as this student, as this Page who is in the learning process, what's really positive about what you're doing, feminine, is that you are looking to keep moving forward. You are looking to get your positivity back, right? Ascending the mountain, keep going forward and imagining broader and better horizons and believing that luck is on your side. You're trying to transition from the negative to this kind of positive thinking, which is just fantastic. I think that's wonderful. So definitely, even if you're struggling, just hang in there, okay? You're coming out of it. You're going to come out of it soon. Okay, so then, Spirit, tell us, what is keeping the masculine from coming towards his feminine and truly committing to her at this time? What is truly holding the masculine back? Wow. Wow. What is holding the masculine back or blocking him from coming to his feminine and really committing to her? Wow. What is holding the masculine? See, that's what makes sense. That's exactly what is coming up here. Wow. What is holding the masculine back? What is truly keeping him from committing to his feminine entirely? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Wow. So you see, feminines, how it is in alignment with his energy from the beginning, right? That he just has too much noise. He's been doing too much action. And he really needs to clear the energy, clear the air, clear the space. So that is why he also got this pause card. And it makes perfect sense here. Look at this. See? He is definitely in, and look, it's the same word again, in action, calmness, step back, wait for the sign. See? So what he's doing, what is getting in the way right now is that exactly, that he needs that little time out. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't love you and doesn't want to be with you. That is, I don't think, the question here, because, you know, you got this Lover's card, which we'll go deeper into. But right now, it's like he is looking to find the treasure beneath, okay? Beneath the surface lies great bounty, and that is why he is definitely trying to go within, trying to get rid of all the extra clutter, the junk, the noise that is around him, so that he can discover the treasure of who he really is and be more proud of himself, right? Like, be more decisive, be more clear, to gain clarity and to see the true value. Because the thing is, it's almost like he has forgotten the answer to his why. It's like that, you know, all of that clutter, all of that dirt, all of that being stuck in the mud has kept him distant from why did he fall in love with you in the first place. You know, it's like he needs to go back to his why, because deep down inside, he knows that you are it for him. But there's layers and layers of other junk that has come on top of all of that, right? As well as things that may have happened between the two of you over a certain amount of time. And so it's almost like he has lost his understanding of the why, you know, why you, feminine, why you and no one else. He needs to revisit that love. He needs to, you know, kind of clear up all of the blocks and the junk, so he can get back to the basics, the bottom line of why is it that you are his one and only. Because see, until he does that, he's going to be in this more of this split energy, which is where he is right now. And that is why he needs to kind of be inactive right now. Because if he were to come to you from this split energy, then it's still not going to be right? It's still he's still going to give you mixed messages. He may frustrate you. He may confuse you. He may let you down, and it may just make matters worse. It's because he is definitely, this is the same energy. Right now, he's in this hanged man energy. And I don't believe that the hanged man energy or split energy is necessarily dominantly towards you, feminine. I think it's more about where he's going in his life, right? And it has manifested itself in certain interactions with you that really brought you apart instead of bringing you closer together. So I don't think that the feeling here is up for suspense or up for questioning. The feelings are there. It's what's happened with his actions. It's the fact that he's been stuck that he has let other things take him in other directions, you know, other, like with that noise and that with that those voices and all of those other situations, they have left him really kind of stuck between two worlds. But see, what I love about this is that I feel that he ultimately, his ultimate desire is for a new phase. He is to change the energy, because see, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is an extremely positive card, and I like this boat because it's all about movement, right? Again, isn't this interesting that this is coming up again? Because to me, it's an extension of the Chariot's energy. And so is this. Look at this. This is the wheel of a boat or a ship, right? That turns. So I feel like there is definite movement. Like after he surrenders to this silence, after he takes a little bit of that break that he really needs to regroup, to clarify, and to find some peace and really understand his true priorities in life, which really has to do with how much he loves you, that this is going to shift. That stuck, muddy energy is definitely going to shift. Isn't that incredible? I just love this, because to me, both of these signify great movement, that cycle of inaction, okay, the cycle of being stuck, the cycle, whatever cycle of separation that you guys have been going through is now coming to an end, because you're going to be shifting into a new cycle. That Wheel of Fortune is going to turn, because movement is finally here. Like when you gain clarity and you are crystal clear and you are focused on what matters, then and only then are you going to move forward. I love this. Fantastic, guys. Just amazing. I love it. So then, Spirit, please give us just some parting advice as we move forward. What is some advice from Spirit for us as we move forward? Wow, I love this. Throat chakra. I speak my truth and encourage others to speak theirs. Okay, so I really feel that this is Spirit telling you that when the time comes, right? When your masculine comes out of that silence, when he comes out of that kind of suspension that he's in right now with that Hangman's energy and the pause energy, that then when he is clear, when the space, when the clutter, when the mud, all of that, the dirt has been cleared, then it will be time, the appropriate and right and beautiful time for the two of you to speak your truth to each other, right? To effectively communicate what it is that you feel and what you truly want as equals. No runner chaser, right? No nothing. Equal hearts here coming together and sharing their truth. And so to be ready and prepared for that moment, as it is definitely coming to you. Wow, I love this. Love it. So if you would like to have a personal reading with me, the link is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I have created, especially for all of you who are on this journey to love. So you know how much I love you, how much I believe in you, and I will see you all on the next video.